Good evening, gamers, and welcome to e-rev TV. It's your boy Big Max here, and tonight I'm bringing you guys some more exciting hon.cevo action. Co-cast alongside of me tonight is going to be the infamous What the System. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's snowing in Georgia once again, god damn it, and so let's get this going.
Yes, indeed. Snow everywhere in the east. We got a new video guy tonight, so please bear with us if he's not on top of his game. But big shout out to Nightcrawler, who does video for other games here at e-rev TV, as well as Cevo admin Kuzminko is sitting in on this cast. But he's too shy to say hello, even though he's a major in communications. Yeah, good job. You picked a great career, buddy. Anyway, let's get right into things. Let's get right into things right here with bands. What do we see?
We see an interesting band in Witch Slayer. You don't see him banned very often. He's an integral hero in a lot of compositions, but he's not so powerful that you want to get rid of him. Everyone else, pretty normal.
Alrighty, so right now I'll just do who's banned right now. You probably can see the name, but you know, Pharaoh, Pebbles, Witch Slayer, Thunderbringer, Soul Stealer, Dr. Repulsor, Sandwraith, and Hellbringer all are banned. Go ahead and introduce the teams here. Playing on the Legion side was originally Sex Kittens. I think they've reformed into Cascada with a few ringers tonight. Playing on Hellborn side is e-rev. They had an amazing game last time against, oh god, who did they play last time? Sun Energy, that's it. And they had a great game. So coming back to us here at e-rev to hopefully dish out some more pain. Would you like to do the honors of lineup, Sweat?
Yeah, the lineups on the Legion side with Cascada is the already infamous troll Mekilas, Meow Meow Meow, Yoshi Monster, Inquisitor 5, Kadika. On the Hellborn side we have Troll, Pure, Serenakill, Frosty, and Pain.
I believe it's Inquisitor V, not 5, but I guess 5 works. Alright, so we're going to get right into picks right now. Bombardier not being banned, and that's, I mean, oh man. I'll talk about him being my favorite hero because of his, you know, terrorist qualities. And here he is, right here, right in front of me, Kuz. This is it. This is game over. But Myrmidon also not banned. He's gonna get picked up with that Bombardier. Right now they're taking on this Bubbles, Behemoth, and Glacius. So it's two pretty strong teams right now. No carry just yet. A lot of stun support going on. But I love that Glacius and that Behemoth. I know you love that Behemoth. What? I know you do.
Yeah, especially with the Bubbles pickup. And you know, neither Bubbles or Bombardier was banned, so Pink had to make the choice. Do I get Bombardier or do I get Bubbles? If I don't get one, that team's going to get the other. And I love seeing the Bubbles Behemoth combination. I think it's Clubhouse who's really good at executing it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure we're going to be seeing, hopefully, a Hag pick, because I do know that Pure loves him some Hag. So we're hoping to see him play Hag again. He's usually really good. But Bombardier, Myrmidon, and Bubbles not being banned, and that's right, Wet. It's just a trade-off of who you'd rather have. But, I mean, those are three heroes that are almost like just, boom, auto-banned because of that. Maybe not Myrmidon. He's really dodgeable with his magic card, but he's still pretty annoying. We're waiting on a couple more picks here. Right here, we're going to see Forsaken Archer. I don't like Forsaken Archer as a carry. She's really squishy. She is what she is, I guess, but I hate her early game. I really do.
She takes a lot of coordination from the team because she has a very low strength gain, and she really isn't that powerful of a carry, but she could farm like crazy. And so if the team gives her the opportunity to farm, then she could just outrun anyone else on the opposing team.
Well, I'm assuming we are going to be seeing a tri-lane here, and it might actually be Myrmidon, Forsaken, and Hammerstorm, depending on what Orange picks. But I'm assuming Bombardier's going to solo, and we're going to see another solo mid-hero for Orange. And then over on the Hellborn side, there's a Swiftblade pick right now, and that looks like that'll be their carry, as Troy always plays the carry for Clubhouse, getting to know this team really well. And there's that Hag pick I was waiting for, and here should come the swap right now to Pure. This is what I've been waiting for. Come on. No, not yet. But they did pick up Vindicator, and there's the swap to Hag. So we're going to see two tri-lanes right here. It looks like Glacius, Swiftblade, Behemoth, and then Myrmidon, Hammer, and Forsaken.
I was kind of thinking that, but Vindicator is just so weak in a lane by himself. With any competent other laner. I'm not sure what we're going to expect from the Legion team. From Clubhouse's side, it's a lineup almost identical to what we've seen before, so I expect very good things out of them.
Yeah, they're trying to synchronize their ready-ups once again. They almost got it down. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some weird tri-laning wet and where Hammerstorm, Myrmidon, and Vindicator, and they left FA to just solo a lane. It's really weird, but seeing how this team came in here, really full of energy, who knows what crazy stuff they might try.
Depending on the lineup, Vindicator can be fairly strong against the tri-lane, especially with heroes like Swiftblade, who can only cast their spin one time, and then that's it.
Yeah, but, you know, with Swiftblade in the lane, there comes that whole, as we saw last night, even though Sun Energy didn't get the win with the Swiftblade, I believe they played with the Swiftblade, it was just very annoying to see. I'm thinking of another game, but Swiftblade's a really good hero in any lane. I mean, he's going to get tri-laned, and Hag is being played by Pure, so it's going to be one of those games, Wet. It's going to be a really long-lasting game, I hope, back and forth, and just a lot of good action going on here. As we have 4 heading top lane, maybe going to gank top rune. We've seen a lot of 4 lane pushes right off the bat with Clubhouse, but they always split up. But they usually go bottom. Maybe they're going to catch somebody off guard on top. Oh man,
that would definitely be a good way to start the game. Another problem I have with Vindicator, just to bring it back up again, is if you look at his movement speed, it's only 290 compared to the Swiftblade he could be laning against that's 305. Vindicator can't even run away from Swiftblade in this case. Not even close. If Vindicator gets out of position once, it's death.
So we're going to have Hammerstorm and Vindicator sitting right here in the woods right now. Everybody's just kind of huddling. And it looks like Swift maybe went a little too far up and kind of gave away the whole plan. But they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to kind of stay there, see if they can get somebody else to come in there, and we might see a 3v1 again on top and bottom, unless this tri-lane is going to go top. Okay, so the tri-lane's going to go top this time. It doesn't look like there's going to be any confusion whether it's a 3v1, so we're not going to see that this game, Wet, but it was pretty interesting last time. So it's going to have tri-lane versus tri-lane, and then what we got here at middle, Hag and Bombardier. That's going to be an interesting lane, though, Wet, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, Bombardier is such a strong mid, even after the nerf to Boom Dust.
Well, a little bit of trash talking going on right now already, and some trolls. And I told you, look at this, FA is bottom with this bubble, so they are going to tri-lane. Wow. Me missing that right there, but it looks like Vindicator goes in the woods to try and set up something, and he's going to get stunned completely to death. So a great pickup right there at top lane. I mean, that's, 30-second Bloodlust, Wet?
Yeah, he made the right choice. He tried to eat a tree and run into the neutral creeps and purposely kill himself, but didn't make it in time.
So you do notice that FA is bottom, though, so this is going to be interesting to have a non-carry tri-lane. For the Legion team. They are going to solo this FA against Bubbles, and it looks like a pretty equal solo, as we're going to see Bubbles getting really harassed down here, maybe making a nice port out, though, by Bubbles. He almost went down. Up at top lane, though, Behemoth is going to lock him down with the Fissure, and just super aggressive playing right here by the Legion team. They're not really playing it smart. A lot of aggressive ganking going on right now. Hammerstorm got a stun off on that Swiftblade, but Swiftblade's going to retreat right now. Vindicator trying to get this kill, should not push up any farther, and he might pay the price for this. Glacius is beating on both of these heroes right now, but Vindicator's going to toss out that Sage's Lore, telling them to back up, mind your business, just mind your business. A little bit of Fresh Prince in there for you, and they're going to back away right now. So it's just really aggressive playing so far, Wet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the top tri-lane for the Legion team is supposed to be. I don't think they're going to try to carry anyone. They're all going to stand in the lane and try to stop the Swiftblade from getting farmed. And hopefully, they're hoping that Forsaken Archer is going to dominate bottom.
Well, I think Forsaken versus Bubbles is a very equal matchup, regardless of the way it looks like it's being played out right now. Bubbles is a strong solo hero, and I think if he plays it right and just tower hugs and gets on that, Forsaken when the time is right, we're going to see a good kill down at bottom, though. And then I think Hag in middle with Bombardier, they're just going to equal each other out. But I think this tri-lane top, there's going to be so much aggressive playing by both. But I think by Legion, Legion's going to always initiate. And I think Hellborn's going to take advantage of that and try and pick up more kills for the Swift. You know, it's 2 minutes 45 seconds in here, and there's already a huge gold difference. I mean, usually everybody's pretty equal, but we're almost up 1,000 gold right here in 2 minutes in. So some crafty creep pulling going on over here, and yeah.
Well, yeah, when you get a Bloodlust kill with the 2 heroes supporting, then it's going to cause quite a big difference in gold immediately.
Vindicator, I don't know, he's running around in the woods trying to play pretty aggressive, not really aggressive, just trying to look for that right opportune time, but at level 1, I don't think Vindicator should be doing any of the sort. Vindicator needs to stay back, run up Sage's lore, and keep the team down in mana so that their top tri-lane can maybe pick off a few kills, what?
Yeah, the whole point of Vindicator is just to stay alive and literally be a function of keeping that Swiftblade from having enough mana to spin, just in case Behemoth does get a good stun off. You know, Behemoth's not a very good matchup against Vindicator either, to be honest.
This FA is getting a pretty decent farm though down here at bottom lane. It doesn't show up by the gold per minute, but he's got a lot of kills so far. He's got some good denies going on, and this Bubbles is just having a hard time, I think, trying to get these denies. But FA getting a little too up right now, and she got hit by a few creeps. Bubbles is trying to run, but I think if Bubbles turns around, maybe shells and does a silence, he could get her. But no, Bubbles is going to back. FA hits really hard early game.
Especially with all those skeletons. Pretty sure Bubbles would have been out DPS'd by quite a bit.
Well, it doesn't help that she has like stocked full of DPS items right now too. She has no survivability, and she's actually out of regen items too, and so is Bubbles. So this is going to be an interesting match to see right now if FA can get a stun off on that Bubbles. Up at top of the lane though, we're going to see action going on, but nothing of a team kill sorts. Just a lot of farming and a few stuns tossed out here and there. Behemoth with the fissure and stuff like that.
So we do see FA chasing this Bubbles out of lane, and if you look at the creep score right now, Forsaken Archer is literally dominating lane. It's a 7-2 Bubbles versus a 20-13 Forsaken Archer. We're going to even see some really early game tower damage down here.
Yeah, it's just a bad matchup, but I think it's a good one. I think if FA went up against that Wretched, it would be a different story. I think it was wise to maybe put Bubbles down there against FA, because Bubbles, I mean, well, they both can blink out, but I think Bubbles is just a lot better.
What I don't really understand is why we're not seeing anyone from the top lane go and try to support this Bubbles. Oh, and we do see Bubbles opening up on Forsaken Archer down at the bottom, and Forsaken Archer is really low.
Oh man, that was a terrible double back by that Forsaken Archer, and I didn't want to cut you off, but you were on it. Yeah, he was definitely going out a little too far for this Forsaken, but we're going to see a Swift spinning right here on this Vindicator. Vindicator's going to go down, but not before. Nope, there. Wow. Total domination on that Swiftblade. Karpov got the kelp field down, and here comes my favorite ult, dropping the bombs. Yeah, he dropped a bomb on you, baby. He did. Right there, he did. And there it is, right there. Swiftblade's going to fall, but Swiftblade picking up a kill. Not a very bad loss. Actually, he did pick up that kill. So maybe Swiftblade just getting a little too out there, but I didn't see his team support him on that last kill. They kind of backed off, and then he died.
That's definitely a good trade on their part. You know, they lost a level 2 Vindicator to get rid of their carry.
Yeah. A lot of action going on in both lanes right now. We are going to see this Wretched Hag stalking this unsuspecting Forsaken Archer down here. And Bubbles level 6, FA level 6, Hag level 6. A lot of level 6s, all with ults, waiting for the right time to tower dive. Might see an ult in, and then maybe some kind of just a bunch of damage nuking on her and then getting out of there. Pinging like he wants it, but we're not seeing anything. Here it is, though. Here comes the slow. Here comes the Bubbles ult. No Hag ult yet. There's the Hag ult. And from the shell, all of that's going to go down. Maybe the Hag ult wasn't that necessary, but it did get the quick kill. It was on their carry too, so they lost the carry up at top, killed the one at bottom. Pretty fair trade-off there, what?
Yeah, that's one problem with Forsaken Archer laning by herself. She's got an abysmally low amount of HP, and so she's very, very weak to ganks.
As Bombardier's ult is 30 seconds away from being up, we're probably going to see some more domination from his part. Swiftblade doing an interesting build right here, just getting spin and stats. We're not seeing any points into anything else right here. Is this common at all, Wet?
Yeah, it's a fairly common build. You look at it in the way that when you do get crits in early level, they don't hit very hard unless you have the gear and the stats. And counterattacking isn't that important, especially until very late in the game. So I do see a lot of Swiftblades go spin and stats only.
Alright, so a lot of aggressive action going on here at top. They're kind of just letting Swiftblade, I think, get up in levels while they creep pull and stack creeps in the woods for later killing. Bubbles very low at the bottom, was really low. He regened a little bit, but this FA is keeping Bubbles just trying to get him out of the lane. Bubbles not having a lot of life or regen right now, so they're both going up. True, you're right, Kuz. It's
And speaking of FA, even after that kill in the bottom lane, we still see FA is dominating the lane as far as creep score goes. And as far as gold per minute, sorry, I missed something there.
No, don't worry about it. It was actually a really crafty team fight. Swiftblade went up for the spin. It looked like Behemoth was just a little too late on that stun. He is going to get the stun, though. We're going to see 2 kills go down. One by Behemoth, one by Wretched Hag. Hammerstorm's going to try and retreat into the woods, but they're going to get him out of there. Wretched Hag does have the haste rune. There goes that. Double tap by Pure right there. That's a good pickup. What happened was Swiftblade went up for that spin, but Behemoth missed the timing on that stun to get the actual kill, so Swiftblade got stunned, and then Bombardier dropped his ult, took Swiftblade down to 1 hit, and then I think Vindicator got the last hit on that Swiftblade. So it was just some great play. It was a good trade-off until they lost their 3 up top. So, but a great counter gank by the Hellborn team.
Oh yeah, Hag was ready to come and pick up all these squishy ant heroes. Hag and Thunderbringer are both heroes that can really, really hurt a tri-lane, just because their spells hit so hard, and these heroes are going to be under-leveled from being 3 in 1 lane.
So what we're seeing right now actually is quite interesting. 8-3 right now for the hero kills, but they're down on experience right now. It really doesn't make sense. When you look at it, they have 8 hero kills. Man, they should be up on that experience, but they're not for some reason. So even though they do have the majority of kills, they're still a little bit under-leveled. Probably had to do with the middle and top lane. So always something to look out for right now, as we're going to see a gathering of these Legion heroes in top lane right now. Bubbles getting a little antsy down here at bottom with this FA in here, having a firing match right now. Took the take cover though, just in case she did get the stun off, but no stun was shot out there. A quick stun by Behemoth, but doesn't look like there's going to be any follow-up. Hag still in the woods, Behemoth in the woods, or there with mana. And here comes Swiftblade spinning on in. Swiftblade spin, not going to hit anybody. Vindicator getting a little ahead of himself going in the woods. We're going to see a quick stun being tossed out there by Hammerstorm on that Wretched Hag. And we're going to see this Vindicator go down. What a great block by Behemoth, but they're going to lose their carry on that. Wretched Hag, though, getting a little up far. She's going to get a Magikarp tossed out. Not going to stun her, though, but she doesn't have anywhere to go. A bad ult by that Bombardier. Just tried to blindly do it. I really should have saved that for some other time. Bubbles going to come in now here, and we're going to see some domination. Bubbles is going to get hit by the Kelp Field, though. Behemoth is trying to run up here. We're going to see some serial killers going on here, and what a great pickup and turnaround by that Hellborn team. They looked like they weren't going to win that for a quick second, but all that running around in the trees really helped.
Yeah, that was a great fight. I gotta say, the big thing was that Bombardier wasted his ultimate. I don't know why you'd want to try to chase a Hag since she can just pour it out of it, but I don't know.
Well, it was a pretty bad ultimate, and not bad because it was just, oh god, he's a terrible player. Just bad in the sense that there's so many other heroes that were visible that he could have, gotten a kill on or damaged enough to get a kill on for another person. but he did not have to blindly use that on that hag. I don't think that was the right decision in that predicament, and he kind of paid for it. He did double back. A lot of heroes came up. Bubbles, I think, was the true savior, as Bubbles is just an amazing hero, and really, I keep telling you, he tips the game both directions. So this is going to be an interesting game, as we're going to see Bubbles going down here. Looks like to maybe pick up this rune, but it's not there. He's empty bottle, all this stuff right here. Hag's going to go down bottom now, I think, and face this Forsaken Archer. Maybe a little bit of a solo lane swap for the Hellborn team.
Actually, she's going to use this haste rune and be really aggressive, but getting near the tower, I think she's just going to back off.
Alright, so we're going to see Wretched Hag stalking this FA still, though. She hasn't given up on it, and up at top, we're going to see more stuns being dropped on that Vindicator, and Vindicator is just pulling way too far ahead. He's always up on the team where he needs to just be back by the tower, and he got caught off there by a Behemoth Fissure, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what caused his downfall. Quick dodge there on that FA stun by Wretched. It's a pretty good dodge right there. Quick reflexes. So not a lot going on except for that one kill on that Vindicator. Vindicator seems to be dying a lot though.
Yeah, like I said, it's a problem. You're against Swiftblade, where mobility is your best means of survival, and you have one of the slowest movement speeds in the game, and you don't even have boots.
Yeah, not to mention Vindicator has no outs, no stun, no nothing. I mean, he's got a silence, but what's to say they can't just chase him and beat him? Not a very good solo hero, not a very good late game hero until he really gets that armor and mana regen. As we are seeing Bombardier taking a little action on this Bubbles. Nothing big though. Hammerstorm getting a little low right up top. We're seeing some spinning going on. Behemoth going to get hit with a Magic Carp and a stun. I believe Swiftblade just ulted there for that kill.
Yes.
And well worth it too, because he's going to enable his other teammates to come in. FA still channeling that ult. It's not doing anything. A quick hold position there by Swiftblade. This Pure is playing one of the best hags I think I've seen him play in a long time. FA's going to get boned right here. I don't think FA can get out of this. Spinning in circles will not help. She's just trying to get the tower damage on these two heroes. A bomb going to go off by Bombardier though, and Wretched Hag needs to last hit this guy. He gets it, but not before getting taken down. They're going to get a hat trick, but they're going to turn a double tap over that Bombardier, but I think Hellborn had a better exchange in that fight, regardless of the outcome.
I think it was actually fairly even. Both of them lost their carry, and I don't know, they lost Hag. I think they just overcommitted. They should have backed off, let FA live. It wasn't worth losing two heroes just to kill FA.
Yeah, Swiftblade maybe, I think Swiftblade should have backed off. Hag did have the blink, so I think that's why he was going into it. But Swiftblade definitely should not have been there past that point. It was just not worth it. Doesn't have any way of getting out. Used her last spin that she had her mana too. So also using that wonderful Swiftblade avatar. I don't know. I like the original Swiftblade a little bit better. Maybe not. Who knows?
You might like the original Swiftblade better, but you can't deny the quality of the avatar. It's a great avatar.
Yeah. Now that I look at it, though, Swiftblade looks a little too like. Well, I mean, he's animated in a way, but. The swords are longer here, and it just looks more like Swiftblade. Some confusion on that. Okay, they're going to let Bubbles take the rune, and on that time, we're going to see double stun and I think triple stunning on that Behemoth. And that Behemoth is just going to drop. Behemoth maybe going up to try and set up a kill for that Swiftblade, and it didn't happen. Looks like Vindicator and FA kind of coordinating down here at bottom lane to get a good tower kill. And that's the first tower to fall, and it goes into the Legion's favor. Legion's still down in golden experience, but that brought him up quite a bit. As Wretched actually going to pour it out from that Sage's lore. And just some domination going on here at middle lane. This Bombardier is just farming up a storm. I believe
this is still a really two-sided game. If you look at the gold per minute for the heroes, no one's doing phenomenally, and they both have two heroes in each team that are above 200 gold per minute.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Bombardier's keeping up so well in the gold per minute right now. He's actually doing fairly well for it being this early in the game. As we don't even see Swiftblade on the 200 level for gold per minute. Swiftblade needs to get some farm if he's going to carry. I think he's not a very good carry right now. Sub-sufficient. He's not really he's not with it yet. I mean, I know all he needs to do is spin an ult, but he needs to get those items if he's going to be powerful.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, we're hitting the 18-minute mark, and he doesn't even have his sustainer, so I doubt he could viably go Rune Dax at this point. I think in the late game, the Legion team's going to have the advantage at this rate.
Look at this right here, not to cut you off if you just stop talking, but we are going to see a Bubbles pouring in with that ult. And look at this Glacius just throwing down waste of an ult, though, by Behemoth. I don't know what he was thinking, and I believe that is Pain. He always complains that I give him, pick on him, and I'm going to pick on him for that royally. That was a very bad ult by the Behemoth. Just maybe got a little too antsy, maybe the anticipation in the moment, but just, I don't know, I don't think that ult was needed.
Yeah, Mr. Old Shadow, or Kuzminko, he's pointed out that maybe Behemoth just want to get a little closer to that portal key.
Well, Behemoth with a port key is always a happy Behemoth. I mean, you want to keep your support happy, but your support want to keep your carry happy. And more trash talking going on. I think Clubhouse is a little tired of blue shenanigans, so maybe some fuel for the fire. As we're gonna see 27 right now for the hero kills, 20 up for the Hellborn, and gold 6,000 or gold 5,000, experience 6,000, all in Hellborn's favor. Even though they're down one tower, it's going in favor of the Hellborn so far, but things are still pretty even, Wet.
Yeah, like I said, the rate of this Swiftblade's farm is terrible at the moment, and if the Legion team can pick it up, get their act together, they can win these team fights. They just need to coordinate this Vindicator ultimate. Vindicator can completely change games if that clever use of the R button.
Yeah, that Vindicator's ult is really annoying, and that Glyph of Silence is really annoying. And I'd almost say in this game, Wet, we should have seen him put more points in the Glyph of Silence. I really think it would be more valuable than Sage's.
Yeah, I think after 3 points in Sage's lore, you kind of hit that level where Sage's lore isn't going to do that much anymore. The Glyph of Silence is definitely more useful for the team fights.
I mean, because Glyph of Silence seems to be very annoying. It really does stop Demon Handsing from Soul Stealer, and it stops chaining of spells, too. So, whatever you can do to lock your opponent down from casting spells is just more of an advantage. I mean, Glyph of Silence, boom, all after that's all done, Glyph of Silence again. So that's so much silencing right there that they should be able to turn something around, especially with heroes like Bubbles and Glacius and Hag on the other team, and even Behemoth, who pride themselves on going in and mashing their spells. Behemoth with his ult and stun combo, but still, if Glyph of Silence was up, he couldn't do that. What?
Right. Also, Bubbles can't come in and cast his ultimate and then silence either.
Playing a little bit of Counter-Strike right there. It seemed hiding behind the wall. We're going to see them hide in the trees. They're going to come out with a Bubbles ult, as we just saw. And Swiftblade's ult not doing too much of that Hammerstorm. Hammerstorm going to pop his ult, turn around, ready to fight. Behemoth going to port in, though, it looked like, and drop the ult. Maybe it wasn't needed. Press that H button. He does. We're going to see Behemoth get away. FA's going to come in pretty slow. Miss that stun. Here comes a Glacius freeze, though. Glacius' freeze, obviously level 1. It did not last very long. And that's going to be about it. So they're going to pick up 2 on that. And they're going to push this tower right here.
Yeah, there's not much the Legion can do.
No offense again to Pain. But I'm going to have to pick on you again. I think that was another bad ult. As we're going to see a Vindicator ult right now, and that's going to turn this around. What an amazing Behemoth Fissure. Regardless of whether that Behemoth Fissure actually would have killed FA or not, he basically split them away from getting hit by the ult. That was an amazing Behemoth Fissure, and I think Pain just picked himself up on that.
Yeah, that was a good Fissure. And another poor Bombardier ult. He didn't hit a single hero with it, and he completely missed the Wretched Hag, who I have to say didn't move very much. So maybe he's just unlucky this game. It happens.
Well, Bombardier, I think, just was looking at his time, and he was looking at the top lane, and maybe he spawned before his ult was down, or he spawned and he wanted to use his ult, but by the time he went up there, Hag was the only one left, and he said, "All right, I'll just try for it. Won't be a team fight for another, 70 seconds anyway, or a minute or two." So maybe that was just running through his head, but Hellborn taking advantage of this fully. 24-9 on the hero kills. We're going to have still up on gold. Kind of even it up on the tower game. They're still down on one tower, and Swiftblade actually picking up his farm really well. So he just needs to keep going with what he's doing. He's got some gold saved up. Looks like he's going to pick up the Sustainer Wet and still try for that rune.
Honestly, at this point, I think he should go for a Nullstone. Despite him having the ability to deflect magic, Nullstone blocks Vindicator's ultimate. It's going to block Bombardier's Boom Dust. Regrettably, since Boom Dust is such a short cooldown, he'll block Hammerstorm's Hammer and Mermaiden's Magic Art.
Yeah, and as we see Blue doing a little bit more of his troll. He says he doesn't have his Cascade on, as they're big fans of Cascada because their tag stands for Cascada. So kind of a weird tag per se, but I guess you can never get too much of techno. So just some all talking going on, as you were saying.
Yeah, a lot of trash talking. I want to point out that Team Portal Key has now started. Both Bubbles and Behemoth has their Portal Key. We do see them opening up on the Vindicator right now with the smackdown from, I think, Wretched Hag.
Yeah, it's pure. Pure, baby. Pure is ice. It's crazy. Pure is actually just a great Hag overall. I don't know. I don't watch too many professionals play Hag, but I like the way he plays Hag. Have a pause making it professional in a way, or maybe just to maybe just some downtime for that Legion team to kind of think about what's going on. But we are going to see a pause, and we're going to see Bombardier maybe thinking that illusion is a real hero. Oh, okay, no, somebody lagged out. All right, I didn't see the lag out, but Bombardier, his illusion's getting raped right now. Bubbles thinking he's got a kill, but he really doesn't. So. And he is going to shell, but he's going to shell right into his team. And that was a really nice move by Bubbles.
Yeah, I think he was a little too far in. The only person who could have gotten to him in time is maybe.
Now look at this. This is like a cheetah stalking like an injured buffalo right here. I don't even know if they eat buffalo, but look at this. FA's going to go down. Come on, get him. Oh, too far on that auto attack. And a great port, and some trolling and some trash talking still by this Blue. That can only fuel the tensions between these two teams. We're going to see Behemoth about to port in, it looks like. No Behemoth ult yet. There's that Glyph of Silence. There's the ult before the Magikarp hits. Here comes a Glacius ult, and a Fissure Stun being tossed out. 2 going down. Vindicator so low right now. Bubbles and all them low as well. No one down on the Hellborn team though. They're going to turn us around, push this tower, and maybe go for a, not a second tower actually. I think they're just going to push this tower and back.
If you didn't notice, that Vindicator ultimate was excellent. He literally used his ultimate as Behemoth Portal Keyed and probably saved his team from a lot more damage.
Yeah, I was going to say that I thought that was Glyph of Silence, but it wasn't. But yeah, definitely, it was a great Vindicator ult, because everybody knows when you see that Behemoth pour in, there's only one thing he's going to do. He's going to drop his ult. And finally paying a good Behemoth ult. So, he got a good one there, got 2 kills. We'll set up 2 kills. So, and we're going to see, looks like Nullstone. Yep, Nullstone, thank you, Q's. So we're going to see a Nullstone. Well, we got some downtime actually. Let's do a rundown on items. We haven't actually 1 second here, as we're going to see Wretched getting a little ballsy right now. Not going to pick up anything though. He's just going to back. So let's go ahead and get into items with.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of hate going on between Pure and Killas. Yeah, Wretched Hag literally just picked up her Nullstone right now. We see Swiftblade finish his Sustainer 26 minutes in. It's not that good. Yeah. Team Portal Key with both Behemoth and Bubbles having their Portal Keys. On the Legion side, there's not a whole lot going on. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, as the sustainer, you just saying, he does have the finished runed axe that's coming to him in the courier right now, and that's why I was saying. So not a bad pickup. 27 minutes, should have been way earlier, but it looks like Pure is coming because he really hates this wretched hag. And I mean, when he FA, I mean, he hates his FA so much. I mean, look at this. He's gonna yep. So them picking up that kill is almost like winning the World Series right there for this Hellborn team. They really love to kill that blue guy. Bubbles gonna go down.
Oh, yeah,
Fissure going up.
They definitely do, and they need to.
No, that's it. They're gonna get away. So yeah, they need to keep killing that FA, but I know it's more than just trying to kill the carry. There's so much hate. And look at this wretched hag showing how tanky he is. He's going on in there. Another bad ult by Bombardier. Behemoth's gonna drop his ult. Here comes a Fissure. Should be coming out soon. Behemoth's gonna get taken down though. So is Wretch. Or no, I'm sorry. What am I talking about here? Behemoth does go down. Wretched does not go down. I was looking at the Legion team when all those heroes were falling. Is Bombardier gonna get that last tick? No. So a great turnaround there, almost by the Legion team. But once that Behemoth got that ult off, a couple of them fell.
Yeah, he definitely throws the game. I keep saying this every time I see, especially Clubhouse playing Behemoth. He's a very clutch hero.
I believe.
As far as Legion items, okay, go ahead. Sorry, I keep
no.
interrupting you tonight, Big Max.
No, you might actually have a little bit of lag. I don't want to say that I'm not lagging because then I'll jinx it, but there might be a little bit of lag on your side. It's all good though. I was just gonna say, did Clubhouse play Behemoth last game? I thought it was Sun Energy that had the Behemoth.
Whoever it was who had the bubbles of Behemoth and then dominated the game with it, that's who had Behemoth last game.
Yeah, well, I'll have to double back. It's sad that I cast the matches and I don't remember who played who. I'm sorry. I'm not that amazing, but yeah, surprisingly enough, I'm gonna jinx it right here, and I'm not lagging, so this is actually really good. I think you might have a little bit of vent lag, but it's all good. And more trash talking going on. This is actually turning into more of just a very hateful game. I mean, most games we see here, Kuz, as you've seen a lot of CEVO games, I'm sure, in your lifetime, not to call you old or anything, have a lot more, I guess, just team spirit and just kind of sportsmanship. This one taking a turn for the worse.
And we need to tell our audience, they may not know exactly what we're talking about, because we did tell our cameraman to ignore Killas due to content rating.
Yeah. From the start of this game, I believe you're like. Oh, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, he's lagging.
Yeah. I passed it on to him, kid.
It's contagious.
Alright, are you back with us, Wet?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I ever lagged or not. I did stop talking, but maybe my mic stayed on.
No, your mic stays green in vent, and that's how I know you're lagging, but it's all good. As we were about to say, before the game we had to wait for a video guy, or Paley, our normal video guy, had some technical difficulties, so we do have an alternate video guy. But there was a lot of trash talking going on before game by the Blue, who's playing FA right now, me_Killas. So that's been the highlight of this game so far, and that's why it's more of a I don't know. It's really more of a want to just kick some ass game than really a CEVO game with just all good spirits behind it. This is more hateful.
Sometimes that's a lot of fun. You like those, and we see Behemoth opening up with another terrible ult.
Yeah, he flagged there, but that was a very terrible ult. Maybe misjudged the port key range on that, and we're going to see the Hellborn paying a price for that. But this Swiftblade and this Wretched are really doing some damage. They do lose 3 though for that too. Swiftblade with a nice dodge there on that kelp field, but it's not over yet. As Swiftblade is going to get away, and I think that was just a bad initiation by that Behemoth Wet.
Yeah, and I think that team fight was finally changed because Bombardier's ultimate was amazing. I think he hit 4 heroes heroes with it?
Yeah, about 4 heroes, maybe 3, maybe 4. So maybe coming back into this game, as it certainly is not over. 32-14, Hellborn up on the hero kills. 12,000 experience ahead. 11,500 gold ahead. So a lot of things in favor for the Hellborn right now, even on towers. So we're going to see Swiftblade trying to defend this tower right here. Can he get the deny off? He's not even going to try for it. Maybe he is, actually. We're going to see backup. Look at all these ports coming in here. These beams of light straight from heaven. Here we go. Here comes the backup right here. Behemoth is going to get a nice fissure, but it looks like Myrmidon's actually going to wait for him just past the cutoff point. And we're going to see Myrmidon get away. So I think that was a great port in, and they did get blue, that oh-so-hated blue. And it looks like they're going to pick up this kill. Behemoth is picking up that kill right there. Probably just wanted to block. So a good port in, and I think a great defend on that tower.
Yeah, FA's tried to stay in to make sure they got the tower kill. But I always question whether it's worth it. When you die to get the tower kill, it's kind of a close situation.
Well, when you look at FA's items, if we can go to items again, if FA's not having much going on, and she just got that Mighty Blade, that's not doing much for her, so I don't think that was very wise. She should have taken as much gold as she could without losing any more. Even if she gained a little bit, she should have just backed so right now she could be farming, because she's losing on this gold per minute game. As we do see, the Hellborn team has really picked up on their gold per minute, and even their supports are almost pulling up to 200.
Yeah, and Forsaken Archers had that Mighty Blade, I think, for almost 10 minutes now. And it's the same thing with Bombardier. Oh, I take that back. Bombardier did just finish his Staff of the Master.
Yeah, so when we have this pause, we'll keep on the items. It looks like Bubbles actually does have a Blessed Orb. Maybe going to copy that Wretched Hag and go for a Nullstone, or maybe some type of a Sheep Stick or some sort.
Nullstone's definitely core on Bubbles. Nullstone and Portal Key. I think I have seen Sheep Stick on him before. You know, it would be funny to see him do something like a Frostwolf Skull too. That would make me laugh.
Myrmidon actually has some interesting items if you want to look at him, and interesting is more of non-supportish, because he does have that great Arcana.
Yeah, so I figure he's obviously going Spell Shards. I think it's because they have 3 people on their team that can ward bitch just fine. Even though I don't think I see any Legion's wards at the moment. I think they're all Hellborn. So
a lot of counter warding.
I just noticed that, and that's got to be really hurting the Legion team, not having any wards up.
Yeah, I mean, they did do a lot of counter warding, though. As you can look around, there's tons of counter wards everywhere. As we're going to see an unpause here, I guess they had to re-put up their Cascada song, supposedly trying to keep Blue mellow, even though it's not really working. All the rest of the team members seem to be in good spirits, but we are going to see another pause again.
And with that pause going out, we do see that Kongor is down to about 30% health, and the Legion team is nowhere close to being able to react. I'm not even sure if they know that they're doing Kongor.
No, they don't have any wards up.
No vision.
They might have actually had an idea right there as they were like running toward it, but it's too late now. They did pick up Kongor. I believe Swiftblade got the token. Swiftblade did get the token. Swiftblade's farm's actually going a lot better now. He's the highest gold per minute, so we're gonna see good things out of him coming up here, and it can only get better for the Hellborn, but worse for this Legion team.
And we do see them starting to push mid, and we got a couple heroes out of place. A couple of them just teleported bottom, wasting their TP cooldowns during this mid push.
It's not a very far run, but it does allow the Hellborn team to get some extra damage on that tower without having to worry about anybody coming in to stop them. We are going to see a speed boost right there by Hammerstorm, tossing out a stun. It's not going to do much, though. They're just going to shake it off. But Behemoth going in there with an ult, but I don't think that was a very good ult. Another bad ult. Just jumping the gun, Behemoth does. And Behemoth is actually going to pay for that, it looks like. He's not even going to get that fissure off. FA's going to actually have a pretty decent ult this time with that Shrunken Head she picked up. We're going to see Hammerstorm go down. Wretched Hag running around right here, beating on all these Hellborn or Legion players. It looks like FA's going to go down. Burning Hate right there for that FA. Had to get him down. Myrmidon got away. Miss Bombardier, lucky as well. He gets away. And we're going to see a tower fall.
You know, I'm starting to think that Pain is just trolling us now. Because I literally watched him go in there and just wipe the creep away with his ult. It looked like he did it on purpose.
Maybe he is. Maybe because I told him earlier that I'm going to pick on him tonight, he decided he was just going to give me fuel. So, a big shout out to you, Payne, if you're going to watch this and understand that. So, alright. I see what you're doing, sir. Anyway, it was still a bad ult regardless of either way. You could have impressed me by ulting like some neutrals or something.
Also, Swiftblade did pick up his Frostbrand and aided him in killing Forsaken Archer earlier. So his farm is picked up tremendously. He just finished his Frostburn entirely.
Yeah, we do see that Bubbles also has a lot of gold saved up, so we're going to be seeing some gold coming up from him. And actually, 4,000 gold saved up on this Hag. I'm interested in seeing what he's going to buy. Drum roll, please.
Doombringer, go!
Dude, Doombringers are the best item in this game. Imagine a Wretched with the Doombringer. Oh, man. It's game over. Nothing seems to be being bought yet by that Hag. Maybe kind of looking. Here we go, actually. What did he pick up? He picked up an Ice Brand. That's an interesting item on Hag. Oh, he's going to go Frostwolf Skull.
I really like it.
Alright.
Yeah, he's going to go Frostwolf Skull. It's a lot of fun. You know, you teleport next to someone, and then you just start auto-attacking them. What are they going to do?
Not much. That's going to just hurt this Legion team. It's going to give them less mobility. A lot of their heroes do have stuns and outs, except for that Vindicator, who is just going to be up the creek without a paddle if Wretched Hag decides to come pay a visit. So we are going to see some teleporting going away from that FA, because FA just seems to be the target in tonight's game. A very good reason, but we're going to see Bombardier getting a little too far up right there, as you would always tell me, Wet, not to ever play up when there's 2 towers down, and that's exactly what I would do, and that's exactly what would happen to me in this situation. So we are going to see Bombardier pay the price, and we're going to see Hammerstorm pay the price as well for running up and trying to do stun the team or just help out.
Yeah, and I have to say, Hammerstorm even had a warning. You watch the team go up towards Forsaken Archer, and
he's lagging again, though.
You gotta kind of guess the whole team is there. We're 40 minutes in. At this point in the game, it should always be 5v5. Sorry for my vent lag.
No, it's all good. It's not me tonight, so I'm just got a big old grin on my face right now. As we are going to see a team fight, though, very crazy. Not sure exactly what's really going on. A lot of stuns being tossed out, and Glacier's tanking a tower. I guess that was a good ult by that behemoth. Might as well ult the last person alive. Got a genocide though. Some more trash talking by Blue if you can't see it. He's just he's being him. We're gonna see a Rax though. I don't know, Bombardier. I think Bombardier, there was another bad ult. He just wanted that kill too bad. If you would have auto-attacked him maybe a few times, it would have worked, but they're going to let Bubbles just get away with that one. So they did pick up the Rax, though. And a GG well played, but I don't see a concede yet. Maybe just some troll. Oh, no. This could be over. And they're giving Blue the MVP. Oh, man. For our viewers that don't know any of the background, by the way, on this Legion team, they were originally sex kittens, although I guess there was some type of drama, and that was what led them to come up with this team of ringers, I believe, is what I was told by the manager, so-called manager of Sex Kittens. So this really isn't their real lineup. I think there's only 1 or 2 players from the actual original team, maybe 3. I think Inquisitor V actually played on that original Sex Kitten team. But I know Blue is a new addition, and so is Orange. So just trash talk and ruined this game, I think, Wet. Just so much hyping up of...
I'm glad we told our cameraman we got to block Blue. He's not in the spirit of Han as a sport. He's in the spirit of Han as a troll game.
Well, not only that, but it did look like he took away the seriousness of this game for any of the other Sex Kittens players or Cascada players that really wanted to win this. I know Yellow beforehand seemed really into this, and a lot of them are really good team players. They really are. It looks like Blue's the only one that's being a little bit of a jackass, but Hellborn Clubhouse actually once again showing that they really picked themselves up. I think that was a wake-up call when they lost against that pro sexting team, and I mean, like, got slaughtered.
And we do see it looks like Blue kind of rage quits.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a rage quit, regardless of the type of a game this is. I think if he was a ringer, that was the worst ringer, and Payne's gonna ult again for me, just so I can tell him what another bad ult that was. But that's gonna end this game, and to be honest, even though it was a good game, I'm actually left kind of sad, Wet. I didn't have that same happy feeling that I usually get after a game ends and everybody's all, hey man, good game, well played, we tried. I'm leaving this with a bad taste. I'm leaving this one with a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it wasn't as satisfying as some of the other games we've watched.
It kind of looked like they came in this game to lose, and Blue was gonna be the one to make them lose. So definitely, you called it, Kuz. Kuz called number one feeder early game to be Blue. Even though Vindicator did have more deaths, I think Blue didn't care enough to try. So that's actually it for this game. Not really much to talk about. It was just pretty straightforward. A lot of aggressiveness playing. I think the Legion's downfall, though, was just overconfidence, maybe in Blue, and just a terrible ringer. I'm gonna put this one on Blue. Maybe he just brought the momentum down for that team. Any last comments, Sweat?
No, I think that's about it. I think it's some lack in team play, because the team was definitely there to counter the Hellborn. So I think they were either outplayed or they underplayed themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think the team kind of got a little fed up of Blue shenanigans, and that was another thing that maybe they kind of turn against each other, and that's not good when a team like that does that. So actually, live here from e-rev TV. Sorry, a little slow tonight. I am Big Max. He is Wet the System, and we're signing off.